Ballerina cappuccina. Cappuccino assassino. Tralalero tralala. Bombardino crocodilo. Tung 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 sahur. Tung 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 sahur. Tung 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 sahur.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Life, and you're rocking with Life Trends, and I hope everybody's doing good out there. Appreciate you rocking with your boy. Today, we're talking about all the trending conspiracies on the internet. Let's get to it.
My name is Visual Venture, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. What is brain rot? Brain rot describes individuals who are chronically online. Those that use social media not just as an entertainment source, but a guidebook on how to live life. Brain rot content is often described as repetitive, low effort, and flashy. But at its core, brain rot can also be a term for people who spend too much time online to the point where it's affecting their mental and even physical health. Skibbity Toilet, Cocomelon, and Fortnite memes are some examples of what brain rot can include. That or content with lots of jump cuts, sudden effects, and a ton of internet slang.
I'll take a double triple gourmet shake on a Giat 4x4 Sigma style extra quantity.
Remember that SpongeBob, baby.
Squeeze.
Brain rot content is created with one purpose and one purpose only: to get viewers. Many creators have cracked the code on how to make content addictive to watch. By keeping content fast-paced, colorful, and stimulating, it tricks the brain into believing that this is something you must keep watching.
And it turns out our brains are wired to keep watching. Binging activates the reward center found in the midbrain, where dopamine is released and sent to our nucleus accumbens in the basal ganglia.
Recently, brain rot has become a rising concern for parents, teachers, and even medical professionals. Researchers at Dove Press conducted a study on 1,051 young adults ages 18 to 27. The study found a direct correlation between social media and poor executive functioning skills. Those with higher screen times were proven to have lower planning, problem solving, and decision making, not to mention poor memory. The World Psychiatry Journal also did extensive research on what negative effects the internet has on cognition. Turns out brain rot content is literally, in some cases, rotting the brain. Studies show that those who spent excessive time in virtual settings were more likely to have reduced gray matter in the brain. Simply put, gray matter helps us control our impulses and make decisions. And that data is based on an older demographic. Just imagine the effects it has on the iPad kids epidemic. No wonder parents and teachers are worried, especially when brain rot content is being targeted toward Gen Alpha. A study of 7,097 mothers and children found that children with more screen time had more developmental problems. 1-year-olds with over 4 hours of screen time per day showed delayed communication and problem-solving skills by the age of 2. And our society today proves that. Even before the stay-at-home crisis, Gen Alpha's educational skills were declining. And after the crisis, internet usage has obviously gotten much worse. Despite all this, younger audiences continue to flock to social media and more particularly brain rot content. And that's because the content is created almost specifically with them in mind. Creators profit from Gen Alpha's short attention spans by making addictive content. Social media's endless scroll feature keeps users hooked for hours.
Hey, that's crazy. And if you haven't realized yet, we're talking about brain rot. Particularly what's popping right now for the youngins is Italian brain rot. But like he said, anything that is made to keep our dopamine, those dopamine hits, man, going off in our heads, and fast pace, attention span watching, that is the epitome of brain rot, man, because it'll get you to where you have no capacity to think long. It's all short span thinking. So yeah, I mean, it's a real thing. So that's what we're talking about, man. Let's keep rocking with it, though.
Ballerina cappuccina. Cappuccino assassino. Tralalero tralala. Bombardino crocodilo. Tung 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 sahur. Tung 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 sahur. Tung 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 sahur.
These kids be going crazy over this too.
Ballerina cappuccina. Cappuccino assassino. Tralalero tralala.
All countries.
Bombadillo crocodillo.
Ooh, Ami.
Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur.
Tung tung sahur.
Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur.
राम्रोसँग भन न
Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur.
Tung tung sahur.
Dum dum sahur.
टुङ हो के
Yeah, get it.
TUNG हो के भन
Dum
छिटो
dum sahur.
बालेरिना क्यापोचिना
Dum dum sahur. Sam sam sahur. Dum dum
छिटो भन न छिटो अब सकिन आँटी
Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur.
राम्रोसँग भन न
Dum dum
She like,
sahur.
look, man, it's like pissing me off.
Dum dum sahur. Dum dum sahur.
ए प्रभु कस्तो
Dum dum
नजानेको
sahur. Dum dum sahur.
Definitely forgot my boy, my co-host Chico. Sorry about that, man. Chico was like, hey, man, y'all making a video. I ain't even in it. What you doing? Hey, say what's up to the people's cheeks. Let's get back into it, man. Oh, wow. Gumball. Hey, that deserves a wowzeeski. Hey, what we doing, man? See, that's a big reason why I wanted to touch on this brain rot, man, especially this Italian brain rot, because like they said, they're targeting the Gen Alpha, which is the newest generation, the youngest ones, right? And it's like, bro, they already barely learn enough in school as it is. And this Italian brain rot or whatever, they're teaching them, they're learning this stuff. They're sponges at this age, you know what I'm saying? So they're picking this stuff up and it don't even mean anything as far as like a true language. But then some of the stuff they saying in there is you have to be watchful of that, man, because you saw what that just said. You know, cursing God and things like that. You definitely got to be aware of everything that's made for kids ain't for kids, y'all. So, you know, we got to be better at just seeing what they're doing, man. We're seeing what they're watching, understanding their cartoons and games that they're into, man. But let's keep it rocking, though.
Hey, bro, this generation getting crazy as hell. Why my siblings over here speaking another language called brain rot?
Right.
What the fuck is a brain rot? They ain't this bitch speaking to each other talking about some kulukutala kutututugu. Can y'all speak y'all brain rot for me?
Okay.
That's crazy, bro.
Boneka ang balabu.
They do it on sight. They say you ain't say but a word.
Tung 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 sahur. Anomali mengerikan yang hanya
Your child could be one swipe away from seeing something they can never unsee. Graphic violence, disturbing images, inappropriate content. Young children are being exposed daily, and most parents don't even know. Brain rot isn't just a trend, it's slowly poisoning our children's minds. The internet is raising your child, and it doesn't care if they're ready. This is why it's important to stay curious and supervise what they're watching.
Facts.
Another important thing we need to do as parents is to teach critical thinking early. Let them know not everything online
'Cause the
is
schools
real
ain't doing
or
it.
safe. And lastly, I always say, kids do what you do, not what you say. So model the behavior you want to see. If we're glued to our screens, they will follow. We can't bubble wrap our kids from the world, but we can guide them through it. Don't wait until the damage is done. Stay present, stay involved, protect their little minds.
Hey, and that's big facts, man. Like, we're the ones that bring them up, so they watch us anyway, but they're only going to do what you allow them to do. And you got to think it's very critical at the ages that they're at home with you before they start school, because then when school starts, you don't know what they teaching your kids in school, man. So you want to get an early start on developing your kids early. Like she said, get them critically thinking. You know what I'm saying? And because these schools dumb them down, man. I'm telling you, unless you go to a certain one that you trust, you know, but a lot of these public schools, they dumbing them down, y'all. So we got to be on top of things, y'all. That's our future. That's the next generation.
One morning, Lirili Larila secretly sipped away all of her coffee. While Espressona Signora was resting peacefully, Tung Tung Sahur noticed what happened, quickly followed Lirili Larila, and managed to return the coffee back to Espressona. From that moment, Sahur decided to teach Lirili Larila a lesson. He invited him inside a small hut and cleverly brought out a big saw. With it, Sahur began cutting vegetables for a fresh salad. After preparing the food, Sahur and Espressona happily enjoyed their meal together by the beach. Meanwhile, the tired Lirili Larila called his friend Tralalilu Tralala for help, but Tralalilu repeated the same trick and finished Espressona's coffee once again. Espressona was furious, and once more Sahur chased after the prankster. This time, Sahur used the saw to playfully block Tralalilu's path, then gathered the coffee back. Finally, Sahur cooked a delicious spiced dish, while Espressona laughed and clapped. And that's how both mischievous friends ended up learning a funny lesson about stealing coffee.
That's crazy.
Did you know that the ballerina cappuccino has 3 baby daddies, 3 children, got a head knocked off by one, got pew by another one, cheated on all of them? Ballerina, whatever. And honestly, as a millennial mom, I'm finding it very hard to keep the fuck up. I try hard to monitor what my kids are watching, and just to be honest, I can't be with them 24/7. I can't be around them all the time. I do have other things I gotta do. And what I'm noticing is with the YouTube Kids app, they are still sliding nonsense in this app and putting it in front of the kids. So I'm thinking maybe I should just delete the app altogether. I don't know. And to be clear, I'm taking full responsibility for not controlling what my child is watching. Because now my 7-year-old is walking around with this, saying this Italian brain rot shit. And I'm like, what? Bombardillo, crocodilo. What the hell is that? And when I Googled Italian brain rot, it's telling me that it's like animals and objects mixed together, which makes no fucking sense. Am I the only parent dealing with this shit?
Here is the full Italian brain rot lore explained. Part 1. Tralalero Tralala, the pet and ally of Cappuccino Assassino, betrayed him by secretly falling in love with Ballerina Cappuccina without him knowing, while Tralalero Tralala knew that Bombarido Crocodilo liked her also, while Tung Tung Sahur found out later because of Spijuniro Golubiro, the pigeon detective, who exposed Ballerina Cappuccina and Tralalero Tralala's love to Tung Tung Sahur, which made Tung Tung Sahur fight Tralalero Tralala, which got Tung Tung Sahur arrested after that. Then Espressona Signorina, who used to be allies with Cappuccino Assassino, manipulated Cappuccino Assassino and kidnaps him because she initially wanted to have him, but instead he had fell in love with her sister Ballerina Cappuccina first. Ballerina Cappuccina, misled into believing her husband Cappuccino Assassino was missing or have cheated, entered a vulnerable phase, falling into relationships with Chimpanzini Bananini and showing romantic interest in Lololo, who is one of the dancers in one of her dance performances. Chimpanzini Bananini is planning to hunt down Tralalero Tralala in cold revenge of him being in love with his girlfriend. Then, Chimpanzini decides to steal a chicken legs bucket to share with Ballerina Cappuccina for a date, but then got caught and arrested by police for stealing. Then Chef Cabracadabra developed an obsession with Ballerina Cappuccina, fought Tralalero Tralala over her, and then got arrested but escaped right after. Then Bur Patapim heroically saved Cappuccino Assassino from a raging fire where he was kidnapped, forming an alliance. Espressona Signorina escaped in time when the fire happened, which was started by Chimpanzini Bananini's gang, which has plans to kill Tralalero Tralala also. Before they made a deal with Espressona Signorina to kidnap him for money, but secretly was a trap to kill them, including Cappuccino, in the fire which backfired. The reason why Chimpanzini's gang is after Cappuccino is because they want him dead after failing an impossible mission from them. Meanwhile, Tralalero Tralala got arrested because of involvement of many fights, and Trippy Tropi and Trulamero Trulicina got arrested also because of getting in fight with each other because they fought over the annoying name confusion. Bur Patapim also got arrested because he was framed of starting the fire by Bananiti's gang, and even Bambambini Gushini got arrested because of his bombings, while Tung Tung Sahar and Chimpanzini Bananini is still arrested from before. Tim Cheese, old allies of Cappuccino Assassino, who helped kill John Pork, began covert operations to eliminating Chimpanzini Bananini and Tung Tung Sahur because of him falling in love with his wife, acting as assassins and informants, but first agree with Ballerina Cappuccina to jailbreak all the inmates so they can be able to kill their targets after. Everyone who was arrested formed alliances temporarily only to escape, and then they executed their plan.
With us, Trippy Dropper! Let's get out of here! Come on, guys!
Then Spijuniro Golubiro, Cappuccino Assassino, and Ballerina Cappuccina hijacked a helicopter, offering escape to all inmates, regardless of conflicts. After the big jailbreak, Tung Tung Sahur confronted her in this vulnerable state after finding out that Tralalero Tralala was dating her again, and in the violent argument, Sahur killed Ballerina Cappuccina in a fit of rage, then took her to the hospital where she died without telling them he killed her. But after Cappuccino Assassino heard the devastating news, he knew it was Tung Tung Sahur, definitely marking him in his target list. Shortly after, Chimpanzini Bananini and his gang killed Tralalero Tralala in revenge, finishing their feud. This fueled Cappuccino Assassino's revenge. Tim Cheese assisted Cappuccino Assassino with assassinating several Chimpanzini Bananini's assassins.
12 assassins broke into his home. They came to kill him. He sent them back in peace.
Then Tim Cheese directed Cappuccino Assassino to the mastermind, Simon Claw, to help deal with the situation in the future. Then Espressona Signorina got arrested for kidnapping and spreading misinformation, but then escaped by poisoning the police officers. Meanwhile, Gamaram Maramaran Maragaraman warned the brain-rot creatures of the approaching punishments for their sins and chaos, hinting the end of all life on Judgment Day. Then Borbito Bandito steals some cash from bank, but then gets caught and arrested. Meanwhile, Cacto Hippopotamo, Lirali Larila, and Frila Frula are still living in the desert, while Capibarini Cocosini, Blueberini Octopusini, and Bananita Dolfinita is living in the jungle and ocean area. Frigidaire Camelo wandered the deserts, delivering beverages to anyone, including giving coffee to Frila Frula.
Part 2 coming soon. Don't forget to like and show your support.
Bro, that's like a whole thing, my boy. Good gracious. They got a whole series set up on that jump.
The internet is finally realizing how cooked this generation is after seeing this nigga's test, bro. Pubert. You are... Okay, I thought that was 6th grade. Nah, honestly, if you're taking biology, you got to be in maybe high school. So if this is high school work right here, bro, we're doomed. We're doomed as a society, bro. This nigga took the time to draw all this shit on his test, bro. Look, that's the Lunchley shit right there. That's probably Logan Paul right there. I like my cheese drippy, bro. Then you got Blackbeard from One Piece. I think the fact that he drew this shit out of memory is actually insane. It's like, bro, these kids are really talented, but they're focused on the wrong things, bro. They're focused on brain rot instead of school. Look at what he put for the open response, bro. Discuss the ecological role of hawks as the top predators in their habitats. Blah 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 blah. Nigga put tour, as in the talk to a podcast, whatever. That's honestly crazy, bro. This nigga drew some fucking prime, still prime. Those who know. Then we got some fucking dude. What is? I can't Winter Arc, Balkan Rage, German Stare. Am I getting old, or I don't even know what half of this shit means? Yo, we're cooked.
And we are. Let's do something about it now.
There's a lot of discourse going around talking about this new age of brain rot is worse than it was in the 2000s and 2010s. And it got me thinking, y'all must have really forgot. The brain rot we used to have was 10 times worse. The Joker meme, the skibbity toilet, I can't believe I'm even saying these words. The low taper ninja fade has nothing on what we had back then. We finna take a trip down memory lane just to really remind y'all of the crazy stuff we had. First thing up is my GOAT, Salad Fingers. Nothing compared to Salad Fingers, I don't care. Then we had creepypastas, and I'm not gonna lie, Slender Man and Jeff the Killer used to have me up at night, staring, waiting for them to come in my room, bro. And then we had Fred, the first 1 million subscriber YouTuber. Then we had Annoying Orange. You can turn the TV on, he's right there every day after school on the TV. We had, what? And then we had Flapjack, which was insane. Then we literally had Smosh. We had Smosh. And then don't forget, if you stay up too late, you're watching Robot Chicken. By the time I was the age of 8, I was dehumanized of anything because I saw it all right here. And then if you didn't stay up too late, you had the kid version in Mad TV. And then we had Happy Tree Friends. We had Talking Tom. There's a whole conspiracy that someone was literally watching us through the Talking Tom eyes. We had Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. We had Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, which is probably the craziest of them all. And this is all on YouTube, unauthorized. Parents didn't know how to put filters back then. Parents didn't know what we were looking up. And then don't even forget, in middle school, in elementary, we had that one kid with a phone who would show us the most crazy videos. I ain't even gonna talk about the videos. I ain't trying to bring up no dark memories. But the gap from brain rot now to then, crazy.
I guess it's been around for a long time. It's just different eras of it, man. But I think at least we had some boundaries further back. Even my timeline's even before that, you know what I'm saying? But there was some, it was some boundaries. We didn't have all access to everything, man. But now, like he said, man, they're desensitized by the time that they're teenagers, bro, by seeing all this stuff.
7 signs of brain rot from a licensed therapist. Number 1, you scroll for hours and feel nothing. Not joy, not interest, not even disgust. You're just there. It's not about enjoying content anymore. It's about numbing out and avoiding whatever is going on internally. And when you stop scrolling, you feel worse. Number 2, you can't focus on anything for more than 10 seconds. Even things you used to enjoy now feel hard to stick with. Your brain keeps flipping channels, chasing dopamine, and it gets super overwhelming because nothing actually feels satisfying anymore. Number 3, silence makes you anxious. You always need a podcast, music, or some form of background noise. Not because you like it, but because silence brings up thoughts you don't want to deal with. And your brains learn to fear stillness. Number 4, you consume a ton but never reflect. You're watching mental health content, podcasts, hot takes, maybe even therapy accounts, but nothing changes because you're absorbing, not integrating. No time to pause, just input, input, input. Number 5, normal life feels unbearable unless something chaotic is happening. You become so overstimulated that peace feels like boredom. You crave drama, conflict, or extremes, not because they feel good, but because anything less feels empty. Number 6, real conversations feel like too much work. You can small talk all day, but anything deeper feels exhausting. You avoid vulnerability not because you don't care, but because you're emotionally burnt out and don't have the bandwidth. Number 7, you stop being curious. You only engage with people and content that agree with you. There's no pushback, no reflection, no learning, just comfort. And while it feels safe, it slowly shrinks your mind.
That's all we got for you, man. I hope you enjoyed it, man. I hope this helps in some form or fashion, especially if you're raising kids. You yourself is watching this and want to, take a break from some of the stuff, man. Just some awareness, you feel me? But thanks for rocking with your boy. Please, 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 please like this video so we can get it through the algorithm. Go ahead and subscribe. You made it this far. You already a fan. You already tapped in. So go ahead and lock in. and subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna keep these bangers coming for you. And comment, share with your peoples, man. Well, I appreciate y'all, man. Hope y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all on the next one. Me and Chico, we out. Wowzeeski.